Colton says to Lisa when she walks in, I'm glad you have your sunglasses off today so I can look you in your eyes. She said, well, what would you like to see? And he goes, I'd like to see my future. Welcome to We Wine Whenever. Grab your glass and join 3 Jersey Shore housewives, Wendy, Kelly, and Lori, as they dive into everything from Bravo drama to life's everyday chaos. It's unfiltered, it's hilarious, and it's the real talk you've been waiting for, from relationship to pop culture. We drink wine whenever, and we hope you do too. Don't forget to subscribe and give us a 5-star review. Cheers! Hi, welcome to We Wine Whenever. I'm Wendy.
I'm Kelly.
And I'm Lori, and I am ill. So just I have to explain why I have this Minnie Mouse voice. And if you hear a nose blow, I don't know what to tell you. I'm doing the best I can.
You got to do what you got to do.
Gotta do what
That's
you gotta
it,
do.
right? You got to do what you got to do.
I can't come on here sounding like this and not say why.
So we are talking about Traitors, season 4, episode number 6, planning a coup. So we start out at breakfast and we find out that no one was murdered, which is what we predicted last week was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I wanted to bring up at breakfast, because I've seen a bunch of social media posts about it and I've seen them talking about it, is the salmon, the smoked salmon is the hot thing at the breakfast table. And you got to get there early or there's none left for you because everyone eats it. So I thought that was interesting.
You are in Scotland. They're known for their salmon.
Yeah.
Clearly they're not putting enough out because
Clearly not. I did
they need to be putting out more.
See a social media post. I forget which girl it was. She was really, besides the salmon, she was really ragging on the food services. That it's really not good. Yeah.
Castle?
Mm-hmm. I know. I was surprised because everybody was going on about smoked salmon. But yeah, I think in general, the food services was not great.
I find that interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So when Colton comes in, I also noticed he's really watching Lisa at the breakfast table. He's very much keeping his eye on her.
Yes.
And he's talking to Dorinda, who's sitting next to him, and asking her to watch out for Lisa and let him know what she thinks about the way she's reacting.
Love Dorinda's outfit. She looked really good.
Which outfit was it? I don't remember.
It was like on a red woolen dress with it was funky with some embroidery on it, like words embroidered. It was, I don't know. She just looked cute. I really liked her outfit.
I remember it now. No, I do remember it. The words. I don't know what they were, but
it was something, but it was cute.
Yeah.
I was very confused by the girl who looked like the Avengers in the black leotardy outfit. That was a confusing outfit.
I think that's a thing on this show, like the fashion. I don't know if it was before Ciara was on it, but I think when Ciara from Summer House went on it, like she made it a thing where she was like posting like outfit of the day or whatever. But it could have been a thing prior to that. I just started paying attention when Ciara was on.
Yeah, I mean, I think Alan Cummings makes the outfits a thing because of...
Of course, yeah. Of course,
right?
yeah.
And when you're in his presence, you kind of have to step up your game, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So then after breakfast, there's a bunch of people in the kitchen and they're talking about Ron, how they think it's Ron. And in the kitchen is Lisa, Dorinda, Yam Yam, Colton, Eric, and Steven. I will say, I really think Steven is flying under the radar here.
For sure.
Like, no one mentions him. Like, he doesn't.
I know, but he's such a nice guy. But nobody's mentioning Rob either. That's why. Like, they're kind of playing the game the same way.
Yes, they are. They are.
And I saw Rinna did a post and she said that the thing about Rob is no one clocks him because she said he's so gorgeous that no one like spends a lot of time like really looking him in the eye because they're just like.
But I think Steven's so adorable too. So I feel like it's the same thing.
Yeah. So then we see Ron is talking to Rob and asking him who he thinks is going after tonight, because Ron is telling Rob that he knows he's going tonight.
Right. He's like, so who's going to be on your radar after me? After I get kicked off tonight, then who you going for?
Yeah. And then Rob asks Ron if anyone has said his name, and Ron's like, never, not once. I've never heard your name. Like he's propping him up, which I thought was kind of nice.
Yeah.
Then we see Johnny and Maura and Mark and Kristin and Tara. And I think it was Johnny that started it. Johnny and Tara decided if they get a group of 8 together, they can control the round table because they only need 8 votes.
Definitely Johnny who started it.
Yes. Yes.
So they're all talking about how they think it's either Ron or Colton that they want to, that they want to get out. And then we see Colton and Natalie go to the side, and Colton says to Natalie, like, he's got a name that he's holding, and he, wants to check with her and see what she thinks. And it has to stay between them. And he mentions Lisa, and Natalie's like, yeah, I could see that. Like, I could see it being Lisa. It's not the Lisa that they know, which it's not the Lisa that they know. I mean, anyone who's ever seen Lisa Rinna on Housewives, she is loud and boisterous.
Yes. Outspoken.
Yes. And he lets us know that what he's going to be doing is he's going to keep dropping Lisa's name and see who reacts to it, how they react to it, if they try and defend her.
He's going to be looking to see who defends her.
And then Colton says to Lisa when she walks in, I'm glad you have your sunglasses off today so I can look you in your eyes. I was like,
mm-hmm.
And she said, well, what would you like to see? And he goes, I'd like to see my future. So he's really taunting her now at this point, I think.
Absolutely. I got to be honest with you. I don't like him on the show. And the more I hear about him,
I don't like him at all.
I do not like this guy.
No.
I do not like him at all. I think he has an ulterior motive. I think he just wants to be on TV and be famous. And apparently being in the NFL wasn't enough for him. I think he goes to great lengths to make himself relevant.
Yeah. Because sometimes with these shows, it's not necessarily about who wins. It's about who becomes the face of the season.
Because that's a new opportunity for you to be on another show afterwards.
Or anything else. Absolutely. So I think that's his game. And as we see later on, his situation where he pulls aside Lisa Rinna.
Mm-hmm.
That's very creep factor to it because of who he is, but we'll get to that.
So then they're going to go on their mission. They all get ready to go on their mission. Oh, which, by the way, I found out somebody, I don't remember who it was on social media, on TikTok, said that they reached out to Lisa, like in one of the comments, about what the timeline is for these days, because it seems like every morning they go to breakfast in one outfit and then they go on the mission. And then they come back to the round table in the same outfit that they did the mission on. So Lisa confirmed.
You noticed that?
Yes, I did notice that. I absolutely noticed that.
But wait a second. This one, they were in a different outfit than they were to breakfast.
No, they weren't. They were in the same outfit. Go back and watch it.
Wait, they don't wear the same outfit to the mission that they do at the breakfast.
No, not to the mission, okay. To the round table.
Okay.
From that's what I was talking about. Round table, they're in the same outfit.
No, they go to breakfast in the morning.
Breakfast in the round table, they're in the same office.
Yes, then they get changed. They go to the mission, and then at the round table again, they're in the same outfit that they were at breakfast in.
Okay.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
So she was curious if that's the actual sequence of how it's shot. Like, is that what the day looks like?
Great question.
And Lisa Rinna said that is how it goes. So they get up in the morning, they do all their hair and makeup, they go to breakfast.
At their hotel.
They go on their mission, get all dirty, come back and shower again, do their hair and makeup again, go to the round table, and shoot it again.
Oh, that's annoying.
It's also, there's no glam. Obviously, there's no glam there. So everyone does their own hair and makeup, which, by the way, Candace's eyes are amazing. The way she
I was just going to say, I feel like Candace and Lisa are really doing a great job on themselves. And I think Portia was too.
And Maura's doing a great job too.
Oh, yeah, Maura. Yeah.
That girl is gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yes. So, like, that's a lot. I mean, the men, for them, it's no big deal. But for us,
it's no big deal.
That's a lot to have to do that. Also, the round tables can be up to 5 hours, the round table. Yep. Up to 5 hours. That's crazy.
Yeah,
it doesn't take you that long to vote somebody off the island.
Pick somebody and move on.
Because, we don't see that much of it. I'm like, we only see what I know. Can you imagine?
No.
And also the order that they vote in, that's not random either. When they cast their vote for who they're banishing, the producers come in and they see which way they think it's going. And then the producers set the order that they reveal their votes in, which I thought that was interesting too.
Well, especially after this episode.
Yes. So the mission today is the cabin in the woods. Okay. This one was first. It took me a couple times to figure it out. So they go inside the cabin. They all go inside the cabin, and they're all sitting at this round table, and they're going to be getting clues, and they're going to be cryptic clues, and they have to figure out the names of the people that are on the gravestones by the clues that they get, and they send 2 people out to go stand in front of the gravestone of the name that they think it is, but they only have 30 seconds from the time the door opens to stand at the gravestone and be in front of the right gravestone. And if they get it right, they get $3,000 in their pot. And once you leave the cabin, you don't go back. So once you leave the cabin, then you're out of the game. You're done for the day. I think I explained that right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was like, wait, how is this game working? So the first clue that they start to get is like the Ouija board. They start getting letters, right? And they come up with it. They think it's Louise Clark. So Candace and Tara are the most afraid of the house. So those 2 run out. But as they're running out, they changed the name, and it's not Louise Clark. It's Louise Black. I thought, oh, well, they'll figure it out. There's not going to be a Louise Black out there. Well, there was.
Louise Clark. There was a Louise
There was
Clark
both.
and a Louise Black.
And Louise Black. Right. So they go stand in front of Louise Clark. It turns out that they were wrong. It was Louise Black, so they don't get their $3,000.
How about the poor person who has to lay in the grave and then poke their hand out?
I thought the same thing.
Right?
That was wild. Was that really a hand? Was it really an arm?
Yes, it was really somebody laying in there. Had to poke their hand out.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine how much time it took to film this.
Yeah.
I can't imagine.
You're burying someone, they're sticking their hand out, and then you're
It's crazy.
I don't know.
So then the next one is Yam Yam and Maura, and they get Jack Stone, and they got it right. Then,
but he saw a shield, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They said they all agreed nobody was taking a shield, and Yam Yam was like, damn it, I want that shield.
Yeah.
Yes. I forgot to mention that part. Yes.
And Maura was like, I think he's a traitor. If he were a traitor, why would he be so hot on getting a shield?
A shield, right.
Right?
Yeah.
That would make me think the opposite, unless he was just, I don't know.
Yeah. And then Rinna and Mark go out next, and they had Dorothy darken, and they get theirs right. They get their $3,000.
And now look, there's some creepy stuff in there, like blood going down the walls.
Yes.
And
bugs threw me off.
see the bugs.
There's a lot of
Because
screaming too.
They show you the bugs, and then they turn the lights off.
Yeah. No. No.
I would have
been
been
like,
freaking out.
Yeah. And they were not
Freaking
fake
out.
bugs. They were real bugs.
No, they were not. No, they
They
were
real
not.
bugs. But I'm just like, the bugs is the turning point.
So you'd have been freaking out.
Yeah. I don't care about the blood running down the walls. I know that's all bullshit. I don't care about the clown and the mask and the chick screaming in the corner with fake blood on her. All right, fine. But you do some live bugs?
Yeah, I'm not into the bug part either.
No. Me no like it.
Then next is Kristin and Colton. They go out. They get their $3,000. Stephen and Natalie go. They get their $3,000. And left in the cabin is Ron, Rob, and Eric, the 3 of them. So as soon as they come out of the cabin, Alan lets them know that nobody took a shield, which I was glad he let them know, because I guess they probably would have figured it out when they got back, when they started talking to people, but you never know. They get back at the castle, and Johnny and Mark are trying to rally the group again to get rid of Colton. And in the kitchen, it's Candace and Lisa and Rob are in there, and he says that he thinks it's not Ron. Rob is like, I don't think it's Ron. I don't think it's Ron. And Candace and Lisa are like,
we just have to stick with the plan.
Right. What are you doing? We have this plan.
But listen, he couldn't vote Ron. He couldn't.
No, he couldn't vote Ron.
They clearly had.
No, and like we said last week, we said that Candace was going to have to vote Ron because she had to stay the same.
Right.
Like she had to, because otherwise it wouldn't look right for her. So then Colton pulls Lisa aside, and he says to her he's voting for Ron tonight. But then he says, I will protect you at the round table if you protect me in the turret. And Lisa's like, what are you talking about? I'm a faithful.
She didn't say that right away, though. She definitely hesitated.
She did hesitate. And not only that, bro, you and kidnapping don't go together. Like, you stalked your girlfriend and had restraining orders. Like, it's not a good look for you. Like, don't. No. I get your little sideways move thing. I get the whole thing. But kidnapping and
Like, why has this guy not gotten canceled by now? Like,
no.
he stalked and he was a predator. He's a predator.
He's a predator.
And we're giving him reality TV shows?
Mm-hmm.
Like, seriously.
Over and over.
What is
over and over.
Over and over.
Yeah.
What is going on?
No.
Cancel this guy.
No. And he had that smirk and everything. I was like, no.
That's what I mean. Like, he just,
No.
there's no remorse. There's no count. No.
No.
But that's because he keeps getting shows. He keeps getting rewarded for his bad behavior.
Yeah.
He really should be on Bravo.
Yeah. I'm just saying, him and kidnapping do not belong in the same sentence.
I totally agree. So then it's time for the round table, and they're all sitting at the round table, and nobody's saying anything. And I said, I think it's important who speaks first.
Mm-hmm.
And the interesting thing was this time Ron spoke first, and he's like, all right, so does anyone have anything? Like, nobody's talking. Like, they're not saying anything. And Mark starts with, well, I'd like to bring up some stuff. Like, right now, like, I'm feeling all the information we have from 4 days in a row is, what was he saying? Was he saying it was for Colton?
Well, because Colton keeps throwing names out and they keep being wrong. So it's like, why are you trying to control this? You're clearly not getting it right.
And really, all the guy Ron did was bring pertinent information.
And what he said was true.
Was absolutely true. And she rolled herself under the bus. And all of a sudden, I don't understand why he has a bullseye on him. Because he told you true stuff? I don't get it.
Right. But meanwhile, Colton put 2 people in that were faithful.
Yes.
He's not getting any flack.
Exactly. The Portia thing, I saw her do an interview about that. And when she was asked why she said, if I killed them, she said they only showed us that small snippet of it. It was a whole big conversation, and they were role playing. Like, if I was a traitor, what would I have done? And then they took that
production.
They took, well, not only production, but also
players.
Ron took it back and spun it that way.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
so there was a spin there. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So I thought, oh my gosh, that's so, because Portia's not dumb.
Right.
Portia's not dumb. She's not dumb. And I was like, okay, well, that explains that. Like, that at least makes sense to me, right?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Ron then stands up for himself and said, we both made mistakes here. Like, I don't think a single one of us has voted correctly every single time, which he's right, right? He's like, but I'm the only one that's been paid to defend them. And he's right. Like, why isn't Colton having to? Colton said, Ron banishing you makes sense. So he's still pushing for Ron. And Ron says, listen, you made more misses than I did. And Kristin said,
stay true to his word, though, Colton. Like, he stuck with Ron at this round table. It wasn't until they started coming for him that he mentioned Lisa, which was a very smart move on his part.
Right. And then Kristin's like, well, you had more misses than I did. And Eric said, well, I don't like the way it happened with Tiffany. And then Maura's like, well, if you were a traitor, you'd be very dangerous. Like, everyone listens to you, which is true with Colton. Like, and I don't know why they listen to him. Like,
why?
Because he's loud, just like Michael Rappaport. He's loud.
He is loud. Then
and you know what? I think too, he's the kind of person that like believes in his like own delusion. So then therefore ends up to be easy for people to believe him. I mean, because he believes
he can be very convincing.
He believes his own bullshit kind of a guy. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm sure he doesn't think like that.
Yeah, I'm sure he doesn't think he's a stalker.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Right. But he'll say a lie, and he's so committed to it.
That's what I'm saying.
He'll convince other people.
Yeah.
It's a very dangerous kind of person to be.
Yes, it is.
And then Yam Yam says the only thing we knew was that Donna was a traitor, and Ron tried to protect Donna. I mean, a lot of people tried. It was Donna.
Hey, nobody thought she was a traitor.
Right. And then Ron said, listen, the best thing I can do is for you to write my name down, and then we know for sure. I mean, Ron really put it out there for him to be voted out.
Yeah, totally did.
Why do you think he did that? Do you think he was just done with it and he just wanted to go home?
Yeah, I think at this point he figured it was a lost cause. Like I knew, just like
And
you
I
said to
think-
Rob, like
I think he's probably just a very stand-up person in general. Like I saw him on a podcast and he said it came down to not even being about the show. Like I wanted my kids to see it and know that I was a stand-up guy. You know what I mean? So I think that's
if
his
I'm
deal.
going to be a loyal, I'm going to be a loyal.
Right, and that's it.
I mean, I did think it was interesting when he said, I want to go around the table and say goodbye to everyone.
It's a good
Oh,
move.
that was interesting.
It's a good move.
Yeah.
It was a good play is what it was.
So then Tara said, can I say something? I don't think it's wrong, but I don't know if it's going to get me murdered tonight, but I don't think it's Ron, but she kept saying, I don't think it's Ron. And then Natalie said, I don't think it's Ron. And then Rob said, I don't think it's Ron. And I'm glad that somebody finally spoke up and said, I don't think it's Ron. Otherwise, like, it would have been, everyone would have voted for Ron.
Everybody would have voted for Ron. Yeah.
Which they all found out they were wrong anyway.
Yeah. And then Colton throws out, well, if we're looking for a name to get off Ron, how about we throw Lisa's name in there as a traitor? I was like, okay.
Yeah,
and then
like
Candace,
like first you try and blackmail her, then you throw her under the bus. Goes to show you what his gig is.
And all they were basing it on is that she voted for Portia the first night and that she's not being boisterous.
But I guess when you're in that kind of situation, you're trying to figure something like that. You got to make mountains out of molehills because there's nothing else to do.
Right.
How else you gonna?
Yeah.
What are you gonna go by? You just have to go by whatever thing you can grasp onto.
And she's not being herself. She's not being typical Lisa Rinna on a reality TV show.
Right.
Maybe you're not going to be a housewife on this show, but
right.
If she were a loyal, she would very much be acting different. She's not playing the game
faithful
well as a traitor.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, I keep saying loyal, sorry.
loyal, faithful.
I know what you mean.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is when she was questioned about not being over the top, she kept saying, I'm Lisa effing Rinna. I'm Lisa effing Rinna. Like,
yeah, but you're not being Lisa effing Rinna.
Effing Rinna.
Yeah. So what are you doing?
Yeah. Alan comes in and it goes to the votes. And we know that Ron winds up being banished and he announces he's a faithful. The best thing that happened is at the end when he talks about this banquet that he's going to invite them to at the castle and they're all going to get changed. So they're going to go change into another outfit. And I didn't know this, but apparently Alan has been saying that something big happens at his dinner. So
it's going to be a murder in plain sight.
Yeah, but I think it's bigger than that. I think it's bigger than that.
There's something happens with Tara.
I think it's bigger than that. Yes.
Well, some things.
Can we talk about Rob voting for Lisa first, though?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, Rob voted for Lisa.
Were you shocked? I was shocked. I mean, I understand why he did it. I understand his reasoning. It would have looked very obvious if he didn't, because if the three names out there were Colton, Ron, and Lisa, he had to vote for her. But it's still, I was like, woof. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's going to be a problem.
Well, I will tell you, you didn't watch it last season, but traitors have gotten other traitors voted out before. Like, that's happened. They've gotten them banished. It happened last season with Boston Rob and Bob the drag queen. And once they turn on each other, they turn on each other.
Well, yeah, now I'm a little worried. But I understood why Rob did what he did. I'm just a little worried that this is going to, break up the Happy Traitor Alliance.
Well,
she said to him, I don't trust you now.
Well, I get that. Right, I get that. Like you said, he had to.
He did.
I think this is my prediction. I think the writing is on the wall for Lisa. I think that Lisa is going to wind up getting banished and there's nothing he can do about it. No. So.
And if he defends her.
Right.
Yeah.
I just don't know why they didn't have Candace wear the pin.
Because Lisa offered it. Lisa jumped on it.
I know.
I thought Candace could have pulled it off too. I
Absolutely.
actually thought Candace. Yeah.
I think it would have been better because of the fact that there was some suspicion on Lisa already. So I think it would have made more sense to put it on Candace.
Yeah, because she doesn't have a target on her already.
Because she doesn't have a target on her. I was like, well, why are you having Lisa do it when it's in plain sight and she's already got a target on her? Like, what? I didn't.
Well, again, I think that's possibly what solidifies her demise. And
Mm.
Candace, why is Candace going to offer to put the target on her? Right. And we already established Rob can't wear it. It's not going to look right on him.
No,
it's really not his style. It doesn't really go with the overalls.
No, it doesn't go with the overalls. And the
Well, he's
snake
going to
he just
change
wears
anyway.
the denim overalls and that.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to next week's.
So you think something bigger than just a murder and
Yes,
I do.
I've seen some social media stuff.
Yes,
Yes,
I think
there's
something bigger is
definitely-
coming. I think next week's
Okay.
episode is going to be big. I do.
Okay,
And
well,
they
that's
said
exciting.
it was something like some kind of milestone in Traitor history, kind of a thing. It's like this is something.
Okay.
So I don't know. Maybe Johnny gets murdered in plain sight and Tara flips out. I don't know. Something. We'll see.
But that's also something that I don't quite understand, speaking of Johnny and Tara. Like, they have done so many different, like, shows together. Like, everyone knows they're best friends. How can the other people in the house not know that those
I
two are best
didn't.
friends?
I don't, and I'm like
You
a
didn't know
reality
that?
TV show junkie. I didn't know that. I've never seen them on a show before.
But somebody
yeah.
there must know. And then once
What
one
other
person
shows have
knows,
they
everyone
been on?
knows.
Well,
They
yeah,
do.
that's true.
They did like they traveled together, did some kind of traveling show. Like, they're doing the Olympics together. They host the Olympics. They've hosted the Olympics in the past together. Like,
But
they've
that's
done
like a
stuff
work
together.
thing where it doesn't necessarily mean like that they're hanging out on the weekends. You know what I mean? Like that could just be like the Olympics because they were both in the Olympics. I'm sure there's a lot of Olympians who are hosting Olympic events. I don't know.
I know, but they're playing it off as though they're not
Friends, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Like
like
an
that they're not
alliance
friends,
already.
but what
They
I'm
are.
yeah, but I mean, it's not like the housewives, like they're not even on the same show together. Like, these two have been side by side on many shows together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just a little odd that nobody there picks that up. Or even if you're sitting there talking, I mean, you're both figure skaters.
Right.
Like, I would want someone to ask them the question, oh, did you guys ever hang out? Like, something.
Right. Right. Are you
Right.
close? Do you see each other outside of? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it though. I really like this show.
I do too. Any better for you, Laura? No, she
Eh.
raised an eyebrow. Nah.
Really?
Yeah.
Doesn't like it.
No.
Really enjoy it.
So funny. Yeah. No. I do it for the people, as Bethany says.
Okay.
For the people.
Speaking
very
of Bethany,
I know.
did you see her diagnosis?
She's got a kid. She's got a, what is it? God.
Stage 2 or something?
Wait, Bethany
Yeah.
Frankel?
Yeah. She's got
Yes.
some kind of kidney something. Right?
Really?
Kidney?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
My gosh, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I probably
that's
should have looked
very
it up before I
sad.
wrote it up.
Yeah. I don't think it's anything terminal, but I know it's some kind of disease.
Yes.
I'm sorry to
Okay.
hear that.
Kidney
Yeah, I am
something or
too.
other.
I am
What
too.
is this whole Brooklyn Beckham thing? And his
That's
wife
crazy.
and Pa. What is this
He's
all
like
about?
saying stuff about his parents, like that.
Is it like a
they
Prince
don't-
Harry thing where he's like, I'm not putting on the facade anymore?
something like that? His parents are all about the money, not about him, and like I don't know what the hell's going on.
I got to see this wedding dance with him and his mother.
You're
That's
not
all
going to
I
see
know.
it. You're not going to
I
see it.
know, and it's pissing me off because
You're not gonna
somebody
see
at
it.
that wedding took video, and they can very clearly, easily post it.
I don't know. They could have taken their phones. A lot of these celebrity weddings, they take
Yeah,
their
they don't
right.
take the phone. Yeah.
You're right.
There
You're
could
right.
be. So I looked it up.
Wait, what was with the? Wait 1 second, Wendy. What was with the dance?
Supposedly, he was supposed to have a special dance with his wife, and then his mother like hijacked the dance, and supposedly, allegedly, it was like a very
Risque kind of, or
inappropriate.
Intimate
Thank
kinda
you.
thing? Yeah, yeah.
Inappropriate dance that you would have with your son.
with your.
So I've listened to a lot of people talk about this situation. Heather McDonald was one of them. I think Heather David Yontif. I've listened to a lot of people talk about it. So it was Mark Anthony was the singer, and Mark Anthony called up Victoria Beckham, and Mark Anthony said for her to dance. Not only did he call it Victoria Beckham, he called up the most beautiful woman in the room when it was
So
his.
you don't.
When it,
You're going to try to tell me that Victoria didn't set that up and hijack that whole situation? You're going to say you're the most beautiful. Oh, I think she totally did it. I think I think she manipulated that whole thing, right?
Well, I mean, yes and no, because also what I heard is that he did do his dance with his wife. It was a different song that they danced to, and this was something else. Also, I don't know if you know this, but her family, Nicola's, they're billionaires. She comes from a billionaire family, so they don't need the
Beckham soccer Spice Girl money.
Right. The brand deals. They don't need that. He also changed his name and hyphenated her name in the middle. He's saying that, yes, he's saying that they wanted him to sign over the rights to his name before the wedding. What? Like, it sounds to me like this queen bee pissing match, and he is stuck in the middle.
Yes.
She is a Spice Girl. She is Victoria Beckham. She thinks that she is who she is. And he's now married to this woman who has best be his number one. And
that's something that you really, that's always a bad play. That's always a bad play, because when your son is marrying somebody that's going to be his wife, and you better just pass the crown and move it on over, because that's always a bad play. It never ends well.
And how dare you? I don't know Mark Anthony, obviously, but I am 99.9% sure that he didn't say on his own to bring up the most beautiful woman in the room talking about the groom's mother. She did that.
That's
Victoria
crazy.
Beckham did that. That's wild. That is so wild. That is not your day. That is her day. It's kind of your son's day, but that is her day.
I'm going to tell you from personal experience, I have been to a wedding. It was a family wedding, and the mother of the bride had this whole dance with her husband, so the daughter was getting married. So the mother of the bride, so the parents of the bride had this whole choreographed dance that they did together. And I was just
at their daughter's wedding?
At their daughter's wedding. And I was just like, what in the world is going on here?
That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird. It was very odd. I was just like, when all her friends were like, I was just like, no.
But it's not for, the party's not for you.
I know, but I'm just saying, I can see that happening. Like, I've been to a wedding where that happens before, and you're just like, okay.
I'll tell you what, Tess and I just had a conversation not too long ago, and she said, something about Eric and I both walking her down the aisle. And I said, you know what? I appreciate that. And I love that you said that, but I would never take that away from your
father. Right.
Like, I know, in Eric's mind, that is going to be a huge moment for him and Tess.
Absolutely.
And they're very close.
Right.
And they have a very special relationship. And I think that's lovely that she thought that.
Right.
And said that, but I wouldn't for that reason.
Right. But I'm just saying,
I might want to have a dance with her, but she doesn't agree with any song that I suggest.
Yeah.
So that's probably not happening either.
Yeah. All right. So what about Bethany? I'm so sorry.
Okay, so that's okay. She has been diagnosed with stage 2 chronic kidney disease, and it's in People magazine, and her quote is like, get your blood work done. So it's go get all your blood work done. So I guess it's something they found in her blood work. Yeah. So I don't know
we wish
what
her well.
specifically that means. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I also heard that Teddy Mellencamp's dad said that, and we haven't seen her in a while since BravoCon, that she's really not doing that great.
I haven't listened to 2Ts in a long, I'm saying probably 6 months. Has she been doing any podcasts?
She has not. She has
not. Then it doesn't sound good. Well, that's very sad. We'll say a lot of prayers for her.
Yeah. Both of them.
Yeah.
Yes,
both of them,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
And the Beckham shit show.
Yeah.
Do some prayers for them too.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
Right?
We should. Because that poor kid, that poor son, he's in the middle.
Yeah, that's
what I think. I think he's stuck in the middle.
Yeah,
that's my thought. And I think it's sad too. I think
it
it's
is
very
sad.
sad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. Because what, you're going to mess up for yourself. Because when your son has kids and you can't get in on it, you're going to be sorry.
That's
So
right. That's right.
limelight ain't worth it.
Well, as a mother to 3 sons, it got me thinking, I'll be honest with you, because,
Sure.
I could be a little bit much myself. I don't know that I would ever try and steal anyone's thunder.
I don't think you would.
No, but I'm just saying,
don't think
I
you
could
would.
be I could be a little tough. I could be a
Right.
little tough.
Yeah, but I don't. I think that when your sons get married, you're going to respect the fact that that is his day with his bride.
Absolutely, I'll respect that. Hopefully, he marries the right person.
Well, there you go.
Fingers
Just try and
crossed, baby. Fingers crossed.
you just got to try and steer the direction right in the first
Yeah.
place. Because once the party's over, once it's a done deal,
I know.
it's
Yeah.
because it ain't just the wedding day; it's all the time.
It's the rest of your
after.
life.
It's the rest of your life.
It's the
Well,
rest
I'm
of
gonna
your
make you
life.
laugh. When Joseph was little, I was watching Real Housewives of New Jersey, and he
Imagine
walked
that.
up to he walked up to the TV, and Teresa was on there, and he goes, "She's so pretty." And I looked at Tess. I said to Tess, "We're gonna hate his wife."
Right. This is an omen of things to come.
That is
However,
hysterical. That's
the
hysterical.
girl he's dating is lovely, and we love her. So if things stay on this track, then I'll be very, very happy, and so will Tess. But yeah, that actually happened. But then Melissa Gorga came on, and he quickly switched teams.
He quick, yeah. No.
Okay.
Smart boy. So he has some smart there. Okay, good.
That's so funny.
All right, I gotta go to bed.
All right.
All
Feel
right.
better.
All right,
All
night.
right. Bye.
All right. Bye.